Hello! Today I am doing my neighbour's nails. I haven't shown you me doing her nails for a while. This is what we had last time. She lost a couple of crystals off there, and we've also got some lifting and a bit of damage here. I think she got it caught. So we're going to work on that. The first thing I'm going to do is file these right down using my Melodysusie efile and my 4x coarse bit from Glitter Planet. I've got my extractor on, obviously, try and get as much of the dust in as possible. And I did wear my gloves, but you know what? After a while, my nails kept poking through and I was like, annoyed. Now, we don't need to take these right down, but we are going to take the length down a little bit. Her nails grow very, very fast. These are all natural nails. She has like a hard gel or builder gel overlay. Sometimes we use builder in a bottle, sometimes we use hard gel, depends what she wants. I wish I'd filmed this last set actually, because it was really, really pretty. And I didn't. I don't know why, I just didn't. So I thought, well, I'll film these then. So yeah, I'm just, as you can see, this is all kind of soft gel products. So the efile is munching its way through, even though I really need a new efile bit. I keep saying I'm going to get it, and I keep forgetting. But I do need to get one, just because this is really, really old. So I can't imagine what a brand new 4x coarse bit would be like. Holy moly. And I have my efile on full whack, 35,000 RPM. So yeah. I'll refine everything else with a hand file. There's lifting, so I'm going to start removing that, which is fine. I expect it because Hannah's very, very hardworking, very, very busy mum. Her nails take an absolute beating, so it's not a problem. This one has been damaged though, so I needed to get most of the product off and have a really, really good look at what was going on. Obviously I was worried. I thought, is it onycholysis? What is it? But it's actually like trauma. Like it's not caused by anything else. It's most definitely damage from catching it on something. She said she did catch it a few times. So everyone has that one blimmin' nail that they always repeatedly catch. Have you got one? I have. Which is normally the pinky, actually. My pinky nail on my right hand, I'm always catching it. I don't know why. But yeah. I'm just going to use my scraper tool just to like lift the product. I'm not putting pressure on. I am just literally letting what's there that needs to come off. I'm letting it come off. And there's her daughter, Bella, who is helping. She's learning. And she's helping dust Mummy's nails down. And then she wanted to dust my gloves down. So there she is. And then we're going to push back the cuticles and begin our nail prep. So we're just doing a little bit of cuticle prep, just gently nudging them back, very gently. And whilst having a good old gossip, as you do. Come on now, we all know as nail techs you get to find out everything before everyone else. It's part of the rules. The rules of law. Oh dear. So, how have you all been? What are you drinking? I've got squash. I don't have a Yorkshire tea right now, and that's only because I've been getting some palpitations. So I thought better lay off the caffeine. I can get decaf, but I can't be bothered. So, I mean, it doesn't help that I had a Red Bull. That's probably it, actually. Now I'm onto my efile for cuticle prep. So I've just got a smooth, like, flame bit there. And I'm just tickling and removing some non-living tissue, pushing the tissue back to kind of form a little ledge, which will make it easier to remove. I go from the centre of the nail out in forwards, and then I'll go from the centre of the nail to the right hand side in reverse. Sorry if it wobbles, that's because Bella was leaning on the table whilst talking to me, so bless her heart. But I didn't want to kind of, tell her off because she's beautiful, she's lovely. And yeah, that's it really. I thought I'd show you like me working. I'm actually not doing my own nails. I've also filmed my sister's nails this week. She came over for her final radiotherapy session. Poor sausage. Honestly, these treatments are vile, what they do to the body. I mean, what they can achieve is amazing, but what you have to go through, not very nice. So I gave her some bright, colourful nails for her final treatment, and she went away looking like she was ready to go on holiday, which is nice because she has got a little weekend away this weekend. So I'm doing the other opposite side now in reverse. The only reason I do that is so that it's like an equal pressure throughout, and it works really well for me. You can do it any way you want. I'm sure there's a different way. I'm sure there's a better way. This is just my way, and it works for me. Same with e-files. I like this e-file. It works for me. Might not work for you. You might like a different one. So now I've changed my bit. I've got this kind of, I don't know what it's called. I really like it though. It really helps like lift the tissue back so that I can then trim it if necessary. Now, Hannah doesn't have an awful lot, and what she does have is quite dry, so it tends to just come away like this. And I don't really have to snip much at all, which is great. Although I have got my Katie Barnes cuticle nippers, and I won't go back now. They're amazing. As you can see, I'm doing the same on the other hand in fast, super duper fast. Super duper fast. God, if only. Can you imagine how much money you could make doing nails at that speed? God, you'd be loaded. I'll use my brushy bit. She went, oh, this is different. I forgot I had it. So I thought, oh, I'm going to use that and have a little dust. Little dusty. It's quite cute, isn't it? I've seen bigger ones, I'm sure. But this is okay. It's just a cute little dusty bit. I think it's more tickly than anything. Okay, so I've hand filed and shaped the nails and just got them in like the way I wanted them. And now I'm going in with Madame Glam's base coat. Oh, I've also used IPA to dehydrate the nails, isopropyl alcohol. Got a cheeky little thumb shot in there. Her nails grow beautifully, don't they? We've had a few casualties. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay, so we're using the Builder Gel in Builder Coral. This is Madame Glam's Builder Gel. I thought it was slightly more pigmented, so we ended up actually painting on top of it. But this was the actual colour we wanted. We just wanted more of it. I haven't used this one before, so I'm applying with the main brush, and then I'm taking my detailer brush and using that to guide the product in and around the cuticle, side walls, making sure not to flood. It's quite a thick viscosity, so it doesn't run too much. And what I will do is just do one nail at a time and at least flash cure the product. Don't want the tip too thick, so I'm just guiding that product back and making sure we're all nice and even. And then it will go into my lamp for a cure. Oh, the sniffles. There we are. I'm being very particular, aren't I? A little perfectionist. In it goes. Same on the other hand. I won't show you every single nail because you will get bored, but I will show you a couple of nails just so you can see. I'm going to blob the product on and use my detailer brush. That is the way I like to do it. The product is on the nail, the product stays on the nail, the product adheres well. That's my method of doing it. Some people will do it differently, and that's okay. That's absolutely fine. This is just how I feel I control Builder in a Bottle much better. Too much product though, so I just removed some. Because I don't want the tip to be bulky. That's like unnecessary, and I don't want to have to file it off when I can just sort of scoop it. Scoop it, scoopity, scoopity, poopity. I knew I'd have to say poop in there somewhere. Right, in with the next nail. Same thing again. Just get a load of product off the brush, and then I'll get it into place. Nice and easy. Use my detailer brush just to glide it up and around. Again, you don't have to do it this way. You can do it any way you want. Your nails. You do what you want, honey. The design we're doing today was Hannah found online. She just showed me a picture. I didn't have the exact colour match for the gel polish, but we got as close as we could. Transpired after a few days, she was like, I'm not digging the colour. So I was like, right, come on in. We'll do a design change. So we did that today. I didn't film it though, because I just didn't have time. I was rushing around a little bit. The design's pretty enough. It was just the colour she didn't like. Once I'm happy, into the Madame Glam lamp she goes. Same on this hand. Big blob. And then get to work with my detailer brush. My cat keeps opening the door, coming in and out, and it's really annoying me. I'm getting very frustrated with it. So I'm just going to guide the product again. It doesn't need to be too thick in those areas. It's kind of good using the detailer brush. I do enjoy it, that technique. I used to be like, no, I will not be beaten. But no, I'm not. It's not about being beaten. It's about using what you feel comfortable with. And this does feel good to do it like this. I can really like move small amounts of product at a time. Nice and neat. So yes, once I'm happy, again, she will be going into the lamp, and then we'll cut forward and show you as if by magic, like Blue Peter, if you're in the UK. Here's one I made earlier. So I've done that. I've removed the inhibition layer, which is like the tacky layer, with isopropyl alcohol. And then I'm just going to use a 180 grit file. The gel is very soft to file, so I'm just going to fine tune the shaping to the way my client wants it. And then refine just the surface of the nail for any lumps and bumps. As you can see, I'm kind of pulling back that skin to get right down into the sidewalls, around the cuticle. Just nice and neat. I could use an efile for this, but I tend to naturally just hand file. It's habit, I think, more than anything. I have changed the way I hold the file because of my arthritis in my hands, so that seems to be helping a lot. But I still couldn't do nails every day. Oh my God, no. Like one set in a day is enough, and I couldn't do that every day. So there's no chance of me going back, as a nail tech full time. It just never happened, unfortunately. But we do what we can, right? We do what we can. So I'll show you this nail sped up. God, can you imagine? I always say that, don't I? Imagine being able to work that fast, but it's true though. You get loads done. Make a ton of money. So pulling it all back, working from left to right, that's just the way I work. And I work cuticle down to the sidewalls and then the body of the nail. And then just check the overall shape and balance. And that's that. I don't know if you can hear the fan in my computer. It's ever so loud. Okay, so they've all been filed now. I am going in with the shade Think Pink from Madame Glam's. I think this was the breast cancer awareness thing, because it's Think Pink. It's got the ribbon on it. It's a really dusky rose. I love this colour. Hannah was not convinced. She said, I just don't know if it's me. She doesn't do colourful. And I'm like, girl, it's beautiful. So I think it's a lovely colour. Look at that. And it goes on so beautifully. But we can't all like the same things. And she just didn't vibe with it. And that's fine. She's more of a soft, fluffy, sparkly pinky rather than this kind of deep, dusky pink. And that's okay. Still a nice colour though. I really like it. Again, using my detailer brush to get those tiny areas so that they don't get flooded. And then as soon as I'm happy, they're straight in the lamp for a cure. I just do one at a time, and then there's no risk of anything getting smudged or flooded. It just makes more sense to go hand to hand. Even if I don't feel like I necessarily need the detailer brush loads, I will still just tidy up with it. Sometimes I forget, and then I really kick myself afterwards because I can see where I should have used it. And it's just those tiny weeny little bits that you will pick up on. And you're getting that product nice and close as well, so that your client has good longevity out of the nails. Again, once I'm happy, straighten the lamp. I'll show you this one, and then I think that's it. We'll go on to the design process. Because I kind of don't want to repeat the same thing too much. Otherwise you'll be like, what are you doing? I'm so bored. I'm going to sleeps now. I go sleeps. Please don't go sleeps. Please stay. Please leave a comment and let me know where you're watching from. Because number one, I like to know how far we reach. And number two, it really, really helps my channel with the algorithm, which hasn't been in my favour lately. So a nice comment with a few words might help, and a like, that would be great. So I've done 2 coats on all of the nails. I'm now going in with Velvet Matte Top Coat from Madame Glam, because we're going to do like a little design on top of these nails. But they look lovely as they are, right? If they were just like with a glossy top coat. This is them in matte. And then I'm using black art gel from Madame Glam. And we're just doing, all the pattern she showed me was like these little, like petals coming off the edge of the nail. And they were all different. And kind of differently placed, differently shaped. All very random. And they're going to be gold. So that's why I'm using the gel paint, because that has a tack-free layer. So the chrome pigment will really stick to that when it comes out the lamp, nice and warm and toasty. So this one's just come out the lamp, and on goes the gold chrome. I love this shade of gold. I think this one's from Glitterati. I don't know if they're still going, but I'm sure that one's from them. Look at that. Lovely. And we do a few more little petals. Obviously they can all be different styles, different shapes. Well, not completely different shapes. I mean, you probably wouldn't do like a octagon for a petal. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. But different sizes, like tiny ones coming off the edge there. With the gold chrome. And then what she wanted was like a pearlescent colour on the inside of the chrome. And I forgot to film it. I don't know what happened. I think I just got so into it that I forgot to film that bit. But basically, when I had finished these, I then took Madame Glam's Builder Gel in Pearl White, and it is like pearlescent. And I popped that inside the petals, cured that, and then just applied gloss top coat to the whole nail. Oh, not to the whole nail, sorry, to the flower parts. So the flower parts then had a glossy top coat, and the rest of the nail had a matte top coat. And the texture and the combination was really, really lovely. I think had the base colour been different, she would have been happy. But here's the finished result. Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they? Like little teacups on nails. I hope you like this. My next video will be me doing my sister's nails. So if you want to get a notification, make sure you've clicked the bell to let you know of every video that I upload. And I will see you in my next one. Tally bye.